so you're tired of your interior lights looking like these. While they are somewhat bright in the car, they're very amber in color, or yellow, however you want to look at that. And perhaps you wanted more of a blue light. So let's see what we can do to make that look a little more custom. All right, so you can hear the night bugs outside. I'm literally doing this at night. All you need is a trim tool or a little screwdriver. You're just gonna pop these loose. Fairly simple to come apart, just be gentle with it. Just that one pop from both ends is all we're looking for, and that thing's gonna come right out. I'm just trying to be gentle so it doesn't break here. There we go. And then we're gonna pull this out into our hand. Didn't break any of the tabs. All right, and so we expose our bulb right there. When you're ready to reinstall the lens here, you're just gonna line it up. And this is a 2010 element that we're working on. You'll just line that back up and pop it back in. I'll show that once I get the bulbs in. And again, these bulbs are directional. So the back side, there's no bulb there. It's just a little heat sink on there. Front side, you've got 4 right there. So we're just gonna pop it right up in there where we pulled the old one out. It really just clips in. In fact, let's see if I can capture that. Just had to switch hands right quick because it's easier with my right hand. But we're gonna stick that up in there and just pop it in. That's how easy it goes in. And then you just face the LEDs downward like that, and we're ready. That's done. And I'm gonna take the lens, get it in my hand, get it faced appropriately, just like that. Just be gentle with this because you can break the tabs on these pretty easy. And I'm not trying to break the tabs right now. You don't want it to go the way mine's going. You want it to go up evenly. And then we're just gonna gently push up like that. Look at that. All right, and that's the difference. Old, new. In fact, let's bury our LED here. Old, new. Very, it's not as blue as it looks in the video. There's a little more white looking there versus the more amber yellow light. A little warmer tone, a little cooler tone. It is, again, not blue as blue as it looks. It's just very nice bright white. As we look down, well, let's turn the other on, as this is kind of dim and definitely a warmer tone. So if you're looking for that cool tone, this is definitely the way that goes. So I'm gonna go ahead and install the other and off camera, and then we'll show you what it looks like with both of them on. All right, so now we've got both installed. You can see the light in here is very, very bright. All in all, this takes literally 2 minutes to do. You just take something and pry out the old bulb here, put in the new LEDs. But yeah, super easy to install. They'll last pretty much forever. Much brighter, so you can see the interior of the vehicle than the originals. But yeah, this is a 2010 Omni Blue Pearl element, our Starling, what we call it. And yeah, I mean, this is a great upgrade. We have these Auxitos in all of our elements. They last long, they don't blink. That's why we use them. Whenever I find a product that is good to use on pretty much any element or anything that we work on here, I definitely want to recommend it, and Auxito is one of those brands. We trust them. So while we're here, and because it uses the same exact bulb on our 2010 Honda Element, we're going to go ahead and change the rear light as well. As you can see, kind of dimly lit, lots of shadowing here, and it is definitely a very warm light. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and change this as well while we're here, because it's the same bulb and it's the same process. We're going to take our pry tool right here. This is just a little blue point tool made by Snap-on that we use. You can get these on Amazon in a non-Snap-on brand. But yeah, basically we just kind of start around the edges with this very thin trim tool. Pop it down. It's already in my hands. I didn't actually expect it to happen that fast. And it's ready to be changed, and I'm going to do that off camera. But super simple, same as the other. We just pop that bulb out and pop the new one in, facing the LEDs down, and we're ready to go. And just as a word to the wise, if you've had it on like I've had this backlight on for any amount of time, that bulb's going to be hot. So when you take your new bulb and stick it in there, you just pop it in between the prongs, and literally it just clicks in. So here we go. And it's installed. And you just want to make sure that it's seated evenly across both sets of prongs and that those LEDs are face down, and it's just that simple. We're installed. And reinstalling the lens is super simple. We just take our lens, line it up, make sure that we've got our switch in the right place and the little tabs in the right place, and we do, and then simple as that. You just push up and there it is, it's on. All right, now we're gonna kill this light. No more work light, and here we go. What do we have? Find the button in the dark, so what do we have? There we go. Now, much brighter. And when used in conjunction with the lights we just installed in the front, the entire interior of the car can be well lit up. In fact, let's check that out. All right, so here we are. All of the bulbs installed, and you can see nice and bright in the whole vehicle now. We can pretty much see stem to stern, everything on the inside. Very, very well lit. If you drop something on the floor, you can easily find it at night, like that wrapper right there. Guess I need to clean that up. But yeah, Auxito bulbs, they work great. We've been using them for a good long while. If you need to replace the bulbs in your Element interior bulbs, these are great to go for. In other words, some of them flicker. I've never had these to flicker before in any that we've installed them in. So if you're looking for bulbs for interior, those are great ones to go with. All right, so you're tired of your interior lights doing that.